I'd love to invite you into the Neon Skyline workshop. If you are new to slip stitch colorwork, this is an ideal way of getting started. And if you just like doing interesting constructions and shapes in your shawls, then this is definitely the shawl for you. So I'm going to start by just giving you a little overview of the shape. I've got a tiny little version of it here. So it is basically like an arrow. You start up on the top here with increases and decreases that create this arrow with a dip in the middle and wider at the sides. Then you start working slip stitch colorwork stripes, which are all charted and written out in the pattern. And then after that, in the actual shawl itself, you'll have I'll hold it up here. You'll have a series of stripes and extra slip stitch color work till you work along, and then we're going to finish off by closing the whole thing off to complete our shawl width across here. So it's a really fun construction, and the two colors you pick can really kind of play with each other very nicely. So what we kind of take a look at is different ideas for colors. So for instance, we got Newest Sport combined with a singles yarn, and so the two of them, even though they're slightly different weight yarns, the two of that actually work really nicely with the different textures in the slip stitch to make one of them pop out against the other. And what you'll also see is if you've got a nice bit of contrast, so one's a little darker, more solid, the other one has got some stuff going on where maybe you have speckles, maybe it's a very bright color, but that it throws a really nice contrast with this Newest Sport, which is going to form the background. So the two of those work really well together. Now, if you're new to slip stitch color work, then you should not be too daunted. It looks a little intimidating, but it's very straightforward to work because you're only ever working a single color in a row. And every other stitch is just going to be slipped as you're going along. So all of that beautiful color interplay is created simply by slipping the stitches that you're not working. So great way to get started in color work as a beginner because you don't have the intimidation of trying to hold two colors at the same time. Now, you can take your pick as well, whether you like to follow written directions or charted, because they're all within it. And in this workshop, we're going to go through every single technique that you will encounter and talk through like how you go about blocking it and what that's going to look like. And basically anything that you might need to be able to create this shawl. If you have any questions along the way, just pop them up in the comments or jump into Knit Hub, where you can chat with other knitters who are working on this shawl. So I hope you enjoy working on the shawl and join us for this workshop.